and today I'm going to be talking about the differences between Esmod, which is a franchise fashion school, and non-franchise fashion schools. So I was lucky enough in a way to go to both schools. So I went to an Esmod franchise, like an Esmod school, for a year, but I stopped going there because it was extremely corrupt. But that's, I think it's just because I went to the most corrupt Esmod fashion school there ever was. And since it has changed and everything, and it was only that one place, so it's not like, I don't think all Esmod schools are like that, but it was just that, So yeah, if you want, I can make a video on that if you are interested in that, but if not, yeah, whatever. And then I went to non-franchise fashion school for 2/3 years. I'm going to tell you the biggest differences. Now, I know that every fashion school on planet Earth is going to be a little different, but I do believe that Esmod schools are very this one way because they have to, and then the others are probably a little similar to each other as well. What I discovered, first of all, before going to Esmod, I tried to get into Antwerp fashion school twice before going to Esmod. Honestly, I was underprepared and everything. I didn't really know anything about fashion before trying to go to Antwerp, so, you know, my bad on that. And also I don't think I would have been strong and had the ideas good enough to go there. So I went to Esmod for 1 year. It's extremely technical, extremely technical, and it's very minutious. You have to go millimeter, centimeter, blah blah blah, and there's not a lot of focus on design. So if you want to work with some more in the design process of things for brands that are more haute couture and very I don't know who I could say, but very artistic haute couture, high fashion, I would say. Well, actually, you could be a seamstress there. But what I mean is, if you want to be more in the research and design part of a brand, I wouldn't say Esmod is the right school for you because they don't really work on your creativity. Where I got to work with my creativity was at my other fashion school, and that was amazing. I got to, well, everyone there got to work with teachers. You know, I went to an art school, but I went to the design part, and under there again there was the fashion, you know what I mean, there's art school and then this is design and then this is fashion, if you understand what I mean. And so we would have classes with the design part of the school, art history, and also art techniques, design techniques, how to see things and forms and colors, you know, yeah. And and then we would have all of the fashion courses by ourselves, not by ourselves, but with guest lecturers and everything. And although it was not, I would say it was a good school where I went to the other one. Prestigious, maybe a little, I don't know. But we did have absolutely fabulous guest lecturers and guests all together to teach us how to be good at fashion and how to be good at creating your inner world in a way. So we would learn how to go from one idea and create an entire collection around it, which we never did in Esmod. In Esmod, they would say, yeah, you can do this and this and this to make a collection, but I don't think, to me, I was okay, that's not really magical. But then when I switched school, it was like this, and then I was like, oh, this is so fun. And I think there is so much fun in research and designing, and going to Esmod for me was not the right choice anyways, because it was corrupt, but I digress. It was not the right choice because it is very like strict on things. Knowing how to sew and knowing how to design on a computer is important, but knowing how to create what you have to design, what you have to, create in real life is also important, I believe. Having uniqueness, nerve, and talent. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I would say like the biggest difference between Esmod and a school that might not be Esmod is that Esmod will absolutely be all on like the small details, small things, the design of it, whatever. But on the other one where I went to, it was very like big. There was good quality in the collections, and the thought process of creating a collection is important. And at the end of the day, if you don't have ideas for making a collection, how are you supposed to make a collection? From just like, oh, I want to make like a clothing collection with blue butterflies. And I think if I graduated from the Esmod school, I would not have been as strong as I am in design as maybe I am today. But yeah, those are like my main takeaways from that. Now, I only have 1 year of experience at Esmod, but I did see like what I saw. And also with Esmod, since it's a private school, I believe it's a private school everywhere, I'm not sure right now, but since it's a private school, they tend to take like, if you pay, you get in, and I've been to private schools before, like when I was a child and like teenagers and stuff. And yeah, it's very like, if you pay, you get in, it's expensive. And on top of it all, you have to buy like 1 million books. Not all of them are even, you don't even need all of them, in my opinion. But yeah, you buy a ton of books. Most of the books are very good and you learn a lot, but is it mandatory? And yeah, you buy things, I don't remember if we had to buy like a sewing machine as well. But yeah, whatever, that was so corrupt. I don't really want to talk about that. But yeah, those are the biggest differences between those. If I was doing everything all over again, I would maybe take like a summer course at, those old ladies that have like those sewing clubs or whatever. I would maybe take like that as like a starter thing during the summer, and then start at a not Esmod school that is focused on fashion. Well, depends on what you want, of course. But yeah, I would do that. I would not go to Esmod again if I had to. No hate to Esmod. You are great. But yeah, that's all that I had today with that. I've wanted to make this video for a long time, but I've always pushed it back because I always think no one is interested in this, but maybe some people are. And it's a big life decision to like what school you go to and everything. So yeah, if you have questions about like those 2 different kind of schools or whatever, feel free to ask. I might answer or make a video. Yeah. I'm gonna go now. Have a beautiful day, and I love you all so much. Bye bye.